Alright, greetings and peace, people. My name is Neo and I'm here for the people. I'm feeling good. I got another video and I'm feeling good as usual, and I usually choose those times to record a video when I'm feeling really good and emotionally charged and excited, because that's when a lot of the information comes out much more smoother. And this video right here is a result of what happened to me, or what I observed the day before, the night before last night. Yeah, that's what I'll say. And I thought I'd go ahead and get it out right now because here's the perfect time. And I told my angels to find a perfect time for me to get this video out. And I think they said earlier also, either earlier or yesterday. But now I feel like this is the right time to do it. And this one is titled Women Alert, Men Do Cheat. Of course you know that. And that's what I plan on making the title by the time I get to the computer after this. And let me talk to you about how I came to this video. Okay, now there's a guy that how can I say it? There's a guy that works near me. I'll say that. There's a guy that works near me. And this guy is already either married, or I know he's in a serious relationship. I'm not sure if he's married. He's really doesn't, in my opinion, based on reading him, doesn't seem like the marrying type. However, he might have another side to him that I haven't seen yet. I really feel like he's one of those sneaky, very clever type guys. And what I saw the day before yesterday, it was on Saturday, because today is what's today? Today is Monday. Today is Monday. And what I saw Saturday night confirmed to me that once I read him, that he is one of those clever guys, that he's really slick and sly, and he gets away with a lot because of that. So here's my thing. So I already know that he's in a relationship with a female, and the thing is, and they look beautiful together. They really look good together. And every time the girlfriend or the wife, whatever she is to him, I know they're in a relationship, whatever he is to him, when they get out of the car, they really look happy, and they always have a smile on their face, and it's amazing. And there was one time where I heard them recently, maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, they got into an argument. I think it was those two that they got into an argument, and I heard her yelling, and I never heard her yell or be in a bad mood. Well, actually, I heard her yell maybe once at the kids, but never before at him. And also, now that I think about it, for like the past few weeks, she hasn't really seemed happy as she normally was. So I'm thinking there's a possibility that they have been bickering lately. That might be it. That might be it. So Saturday night, I knew that he was one of these type of guys. And Saturday night, I saw him and a lady, which he's around women a lot because of his profession. And I won't say his profession, because in case him or anybody else sees it, might actually know who I'm talking about. So I want to keep it as covert, as incognito as possible, concealed, but at the same time be able to get my message out. So he's surrounded by women daily with his profession, but mostly by men, but also by women, and beautiful women at times too, because I've been inside the building where some beautiful women came in, and very beautiful bodies who come in very enticing clothing. It's ridiculous. And for a married guy or a guy who's in a relationship, I can understand how tempting it is. It is. I can truly understand that. So Saturday night, very little to no one outside, and then I see him walking across the street with a particular female. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe he's just grabbing something out of the car. So she opens the door, he opens the front door. No, she opens the front door and she's grabbing something out of the back door, out of the back door. And then he holds her drink and he's like standing in the front while she's in the back. I'm like, okay. And then she grabs whatever she needs to grab from the back and she closes it, right? And then as she comes over here in the front, they are extremely close. And it's just like, people don't know that just when two people are standing, and there's people walking outside of here, that's why I'm watching them. When people are standing amongst each other, there's energy between them. And if you're sensitive enough and you know how things work, you'll be able to read that energy and know what's going on. That moment, that instant right there when they were that close and she just came in the front, I knew something was up. I knew something was up because I can read that energy right then and there, and I knew something was up. Some guys are arguing right now, and I hope you guys can't hear it in the video. And so she got into the driver's seat, and she's sitting down, and he has the door open, and he's leaning on the door like that, and he's really, really close. Now, for anybody who are just friends, on average, usually the person will whatever they're doing, and when they're done, they just get out and just close it. And if they still want to talk, they usually talk right in the window, right? They'll bend down like that, or they'll just stand like this when the door is closed, right? With the door closed. But no, this guy, the same guy I'm talking about that's already in a relationship, the door is still open. He still got his hand open like this with his hand over the door, and then his hand on top of the car like this. And just those few seconds, I knew that something was coming up. I knew it. I can just sense it, because when I look at people, I can just sense things, and I know what's about to happen. I'm like, oh man, I know this guy is not about to do it. And I'm just sitting there looking at him. Like, okay, let me see if my observations about this guy is right. So I'm sitting there. Few seconds later, after the chit chat, the guy goes in. He goes in, and I don't see her face anymore. When he goes in, her face is gone, like buried, because his body and his head is in the way. And it wasn't no him reaching down in the car to grab an item or anything. Nope, he was down in there for a few seconds. I say like 30 to 60 seconds, and I knew then and there they were kissing, and I was like, okay, I knew. Oh, firecrackers! They're playing firecrackers already. It's not even 4th of July yet, but I guess they're getting prepared. But I knew something was up with the guy, so he kissed her, and this wasn't no friendly kiss. They was doing it for like 30 to 60 seconds. And friends who are male and female, they don't kiss that long. At least the average one. The ones that are within the standards don't kiss that long. But the ones that's outside of the standards, that's outside of society standards, they don't kiss that long. It's usually a and then that's it. And then but they was all up in it. So I'm saying to myself, wow, I'm wondering if he and his girlfriend, his current girlfriend or serious relationship, if they're bickering and they're separating, and then now he already found his external mate. I'll just say, for lack of term, his external mate already, and that's her. So I'm saying to myself, man, I knew something was up with this guy, because so many women come through, and I'm amazed if he really is able to hold in there and not be tempted to to kiss and to get engaged with any of these females, because there's very few men out there, from my experience that is, who's able to withdraw himself from the temptation that women provide men while they're in a relationship. So that's what goes into the my title here, that men do cheat. And women, I'm telling you, unless the guy is conscious, he's awakened, and he understands relationships, and he's been there, done that as far as the cheating, and now he's a one woman man. Unless he's that, and unless he really understands how to withdraw himself from the temptation that women provide him, then chances are, if he is surrounded by women on a daily basis, there's a high chance that he has either already cheated or he's going to cheat. And I'm telling you, from a male point of view who has seen it a lot, and from my work experience, from me just observing people throughout everywhere, observing men everywhere, and knowing that they're in relationships. And I know when people are in relationships, both by seeing, and it's obvious that they're in a relationship, and also just by feeling their energy. I know who's in relationships, because people who are in relationships, they emit a certain energy, and I can feel that and interpret that energy within myself, and I know, okay, that's a single person. This person is in a relationship, but their relationship is struggling, and stuff like that. I'm very intuitive, and my angels give me information too. So I tell people, if you're gonna come toward me and talk to me, then come correct. Other than that, then stay away from me, because I know what's going on with you. Just come correct. So here it is, in situations where my job, guys that I know who are married and who even introduce me to their wife, I see them in the back doing certain things with women. I see them going on lunch breaks, and I really don't feel comfortable, me personally, unless the guy knows how to separate himself and keep himself at a distance and keep it on a friendly level with the woman. I really don't feel comfortable seeing a guy who's already in a serious relationship with a woman go on a lunch break with another woman, unless he knows how to keep it business professional. If there's a reason, a very good reasoning for the meeting, like if it's for a business or just a friendly meeting, then I can understand that. However, there's some guys who don't know how to do that. There's some guys who don't know how to keep it professional and keep it friendly and keep that distance. And then whenever the woman who is so beautiful and has that body comes at him a certain way that is tempting, he doesn't know how to dodge it and flip it, and don't let her touch him and get tempted to do something. There's a lot of men who can't do that. I say only the conscious ones are able to duck and dodge and weave around those temptations. And my phone is ringing and it sucks, but I'm gonna have to get that later. And yes, that is the Matrix ringtone. I love it. Of course, my name is Neo. But anyways, I'll go to so that's what I want to say. And ladies, if your man is surrounded by women on a day-to-day basis, especially at his job, I'm telling you, you have to develop your intuition. It will save you a lot of time, effort, and energy. And if your intuition says one thing, that something is going on, and you really, really feel it, it's more than likely true. It's more than likely true. And with me understanding intuition, and you can ask me questions if you don't know, if you have questions, you can ask me a question about intuition. I'll let you know. I've had my intuition developed for at least a year and a half, maybe long. No, actually, since I was younger, like teenage. But I just been developing it even more after the age of 25, because my age is 27. A lot of people don't even realize that my age is 27. A lot of people think that I'm younger than 27, and I'm happy about that. Like in my early 20s. But after 25, after I really realized that this is some good stuff, then I just started to develop it even more. That's why I've been recording so many intuition videos to tell people about what's going on, and you have intuition too, and letting people know that it's important to develop it right now, because it saves you a lot of time, effort, and energy. And now to the point where I'm able to just look at a woman that I've never seen before, just look at her in her eyes and look at her whole body and feel her energy. I'll know if that's the one for me to approach and get her number and continue to talk to. And if she's not, and all it takes is just, I say, a good 10 to 30 seconds. It's just, nope, that's not the one. Keep it going. I don't care how beautiful she looks and how beautiful her body is, because there's a lot of women who pretty much that's all that she has is just to show her body. She doesn't have any other higher mind faculties developed. So those ones that whose mind isn't really developed to where my standards, I should say, my standards, those are the ones who go all out to show their chest and show their butt, show any part of their body that they value most. They go out of their way, and it's really obvious to me when I see it. That's when I just keep walking. I don't care if she looks at me so long and looks at me as like I'm a candy bar or something tasty to eat. I don't care. I just keep on walking or do everything else and just leave that one alone. So women, you can do the same thing if you have your intuition developed with the guys, and men, you can do the same thing also. That's why you have to learn to recognize your intuition. That's what I want to say. And for the guys, it might be the same way for you as far as women cheating, because women do cheat too. So I don't want to just leave it for the men. I'm just saying, from my observation, I'm seeing what's going on with these guys, and it's sad to me when I see it, because a lot of the women that these guys are with are women who are really into their men, and they're really into their relationship, and they put a lot of time and effort into the relationship. But to see a guy to just throw it away, it's ridiculous. And to be off with another woman is, to me, it makes more sense to stay single and then be with any type of women that you want, and how many women that you want while you're single, versus being in a relationship and getting the woman to be, or for women, getting the man to really be into you and then just go off and cheat. It just doesn't make sense. So that's one of the reasons why I'm remaining single by choice. And I really mean by choice, because I can get any type of woman that I want. And when I say any, I really mean any. All I have to do is use my intuition, figure things out, bam, I can get any type of woman, either from a welfare check woman all the way up to a lawyer type woman, because I know what to say at the right time. I know what to wear at the right time, what body language I need to come out with, how I need to change my voice, my tone of voice, because tones makes a difference. That's why when I'm reading somebody, I listen to their tone of voice, because their tone of voice releases vibrations. Those vibrations gives out information if you know how to decipher that information. So I'm just saying, now I can talk to any type of woman and do whatever I want with as many women as I want, because I'm single. But it's like the right woman comes across, and I really mean the right woman who has their higher mind faculties developed, and they know how to use their mind, and the ones where I can speak to about spirituality, and who's not afraid of spirituality, and who's open to angels and stuff like that, to where I can talk to her about my experience I had with an angel, my experience I had with a spirit and my higher self, or my psychic abilities or something like that, where she's open to hearing this stuff and she understands it. That's the type of woman that I like. So it's like, when I find that one, I'll get that one. But until then, I prefer to be single, because I love the freedom that I have, and I know to relax and stop forcing don't force myself to be with just one female unless that female is the right one for me. And I know who's the right one now. I've been through all of the silly stuff, rushing to be with one just for the sake of feeling good or looking for comfort. But I already have comfort within myself, and I know myself a lot more, and there's still more that I'm learning. So it's like there's no rush. My age is young. I have time, so just relax, and that's what I've been doing. So I've learned a lot. That's why I'm sharing with you guys this information that I have, this insight that I have, and I have a lot more to come too. So that's it. You got any questions? You can send me an email at neooneness@gmail.com. We can converse there, depending on what you want to know, or you can, if you have a comment, then go ahead and do the comment. And if you got a question, if I give a quick answer, I'll put it I'll comment on your question in the comments. I'll do that. But if you have a long question, I prefer it to be a long. Yeah, if you have a long question that requires a longer answer, then go ahead and shoot me an email. All right, until the next video. Peace out.